We are joined today by Kristin Kennedy. She is the interim manager for transition services at Siloam Mission. Now, something exciting and new has opened up at Siloam Mission. There was a recent grand opening. Share a little bit about what is going on now at Siloam Mission.
Yeah, we are very excited. This week we had our grand opening for Amiko-giba'igan, and that is our houseware store. And Amiko-giba'igan in Ojibwe translates to beaver dam. And so the idea is that the beaver represents wisdom and that the beaver gathers the things that they need and then they go and they build their home. And so that's the idea behind our houseware store at Amiko, is that people would be able to come and gather the things that they need and then go create a space for themselves that's dignified and that they have what they need.
Why is something like this so important?
So at Siloam Mission, we are very housing focused. So of course, a lot of people think about we're meeting those basic needs, right? We're meeting your shelter needs. We're 3 meals a day, all those things. But we have a very large emphasis on housing folks. And so the idea is that we don't want people to need to depend on our services. We want to move them into housing, and we're pretty good at it. We do house a lot of folks. But one of the things that we find is that they're people are more likely to stay in a home if they have what they need and if it feels like their home. So imagine you get, the keys to your place and it's empty and you don't have a bed and you don't have, anything to cook a meal. Like it's just not going to feel like home, right? And so we really want to provide that dignified space for folks. Housing can be hard to find. But once we find it, we do want to provide at least a bed. We want to provide some furniture. We want to provide those items to be able to make meals. We want to provide cleaning supplies, bathroom supplies. So folks who are on EIA only get a couple $100, less than $250 to get whatever they need in a month. So that's besides your rent. So imagine how much it costs, right? That's like groceries, that's your basic needs, that's everything. And so we really want to be able to provide those items to them for free of charge so that they can focus on the necessities.
Now, this has only been, well, the grand opening was just this past week. And already this has been helping families, and a significant amount of families or people that are
Mhm.
transitioning. Share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so prior to this space, we had just like kind of a corner of our basement at Siloam Mission. And so we were really just depending on, space. We were only able to accept certain things. And when we were able to purchase this building, we kind of moved items in quickly, but it wasn't set up like a store. So we, like as transition services staff, we would go in and help people pick out things, but we really envision it being like a store where people have like a dignified shopping experience. So we have a warehouse section in the back, and then we have a small little storefront. And so it's already been helping lots of folks, but we just kind of had our grand opening and our launch of the store part.
So, for our listeners that are hearing this, are like, I've got so much stuff in my house. Share a
Mhm.
little bit about how they can help.
Yes, absolutely. So, if you are spring cleaning or, on an ongoing basis, we have so many things that we can make use of. So, any kitchen items, pots, pans, coffee makers, like small appliances, toasters, toaster ovens. Sometimes people only have hot plates if they have like a rooming house. And so, microwaves are great, different things like that, even a mini fridge if you want to donate a mini fridge. Cleaning supplies, furniture. We can't accept any beds that are larger than a queen. So queen is the biggest we can take. We have a significant need for full and like double mattresses and singles. Packing supplies, cardboard boxes, tape, bathroom supplies as well, linens, and also decor. If you are like, hey, I have extra art, I want to change it up. We really want to create that ability for people to make a home that they love. And so decor is also a hot item. But yeah, anything that you would need to make a home, we encourage you to think, about folks that are transitioning into housing. And we would love to take those things off your hands and put them to good use.
Let me get my words out properly here. What I'm trying to say is a lot of us take for granted these simple things, such as art or like, that little vase on your table. But for some of these people, this is dignity. And this is a step that may bring them towards a life that they never expected they would have. One simple item can go a long way in helping these people.
I love that you said dignity, actually, because Al Weeb, who is somebody who's an expert in the sector, he has lived experience of homelessness. And he always talks about how the first thing that goes for people when they experience homelessness is kind of their sense of dignity and sense of hope. And he always says, if you can hold on to that, it'll be easier to transition out. And I've learned a lot from him. But I really think that, it's not just about, of course, like, those 3 meals a day. It's also about dignity, right? I love that you said that. I love that people can create a home that reflects them. And sometimes I think people have the attitude of, oh, just take what you take what you get, and it's good enough, and it's better than nothing for sure, and we appreciate it. But that's the idea behind the store, is that people can come. They can see what they like, what resonates with them, and that they can create a space that reflects them, which is really like what we all want, right? Like we all want our homes and our spaces to be a reflection of us. And when it's things we choose, it's a gift. And so certainly the people that have donated things already have made a huge difference for folks. So we're housing people sometimes that are housed for the first time, sometimes people that have experienced like fires or floods in their homes. Sometimes people, it's all sorts of things. And so people are coming in with various items already. Sometimes people need like a whole suite, and sometimes people just need a few things. So literally whatever you have, we would love to take it.
It's a great opportunity to clear your home, but also a good cause. So if there is someone listening and they want to help out, they have some of those items, they want to get them there. Where are they donating them, and how can they go about donating them?
For sure. Thank you for asking. So we have our loading dock, which is on Henry Street. So we are open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. We aren't open on Sundays, and we're not able to accommodate pickups, unfortunately. But if you can drop off your items between 8 and 4 Monday to Saturday, we'll make sure that those beautiful housewares get over to our houseware store. And yeah, we would just be so, so grateful.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.